It is fitting that we erect here this noble effigy of our great captain, surrounded by the memorials of men who fought and fell 54 years ago. The imperishable bronze shall outlive our own and our other generations. We who stand here today shall pass into the beyond, leaving what legacies we may have duty done or ideal sustained. Moon and stars shall shine upon his face of incomparable majesty. The dawn shall gild it with the splendor of sunrise. The evening shadows shall enfold it in their gentle embrace. And until the eternal morning of the final reunion of quick and dead, the life of Robert Edward Lee shall be a message to thrill and uplift the heart of all mankind. These were the words of Virginia Governor Henry Carter Stewart as he formally dedicated the Virginia State Memorial on June 8, 1917. After nearly 9 years, the Virginia State Memorial was completed and now part of the landscape of the Gettysburg battlefield. Today, this monument stands along West Confederate Avenue. Having been the first Southern state to erect a memorial at Gettysburg, it has since been joined by other memorials honoring the remaining Southern states that participated in this grand battle. The idea of a Virginia memorial at Gettysburg to honor the soldiers of Virginia that fought there was often discussed in the meetings of various Confederate veterans camps, as well as chapters of the Daughter of the Confederacy. This idea found fruition when then Governor Claude Swanson, during his January 8, 1908 address to the Virginia General Assembly, said, "A more glorious exhibition of disciplined valor has never been witnessed than that shown by the Virginia troops at the Battle of Gettysburg. The heroic achievements of our troops and that fierce battle had given this Commonwealth a fame that is immortal, a luster that is imperishable. I recommend that an appropriation be made to erect on this battlefield a suitable monument to commemorate the glory and heroism of the Virginia troops." Following Governor Swanson's lead, both houses of the Virginia General Assembly passed the required bills by unanimous vote to approve funding for the Gettysburg Memorial. With funding approved, Governor Swanson, along with his selection of 4 members, would be responsible for the location, design, and inscription of the Virginia State Memorial. With this appointment, the Virginia Gettysburg Monument Commission was formed. The 4 members of this newly formed commission, selected by Governor Swanson, were all Confederate veterans. The commission included Major John Warwick Daniel. At the time of his selection to the commission, Daniel was a United States Senator serving the state of Virginia. Daniel, during the Civil War, would serve on the staff of Major General Jubal Early and be wounded twice during the Civil War. His first wound was in the left hand during the Battle of Boonesboro and his most debilitating on May 6, 1864, during the Battle of the Wilderness. The Wilderness wound resulted in the shattering of his left thigh bone and required him to use crutches for the remainder of his life. Because of this disability, Daniel would become known as the Lame Lion of Lynchburg. Daniel would die unexpectedly in June of 1910 and would be replaced on the commission by William Gordon McCabe. William Gordon McCabe would earn the rank of captain and serve with Willie Pegram's artillery battalion. After the war, McCabe, who had obtained the bullet-ridden flag of Pegram's battalion from the dead colonel's mother, would present it at a reunion of the battalion veterans. Colonel Thomas Smith would assume the responsibility as secretary of the Virginia Commission. Smith, the son of Governor William Extra Billy Smith, served during the Civil War with the 36th Virginia Infantry and would reach the rank of colonel. Captain Stephen Pettus Reed served with the 14th Virginia Infantry, part of Armistead's brigade. He served faithfully and fought in all the battles of Pickett's division until the surrender at Appomattox. Reed would die on June 8, 1917, the same day of the dedication of the Virginia Memorial. Major Henry Archer Edmondson fought with the 53rd Virginia Infantry and was slightly wounded in the mouth at Gettysburg on July 3rd. Edmondson would wear a goatee to hide the wound he had received to his mouth. He would serve in the Virginia State House and Senate. Governor Swanson would hold this position as chairman ex officio, followed by both governors William Hodges Mann and Henry Carter Stewart. After months of planning, the Virginia Gettysburg Monument Commission would arrive at Gettysburg's train station on the afternoon of April 8, 1909. There, the commission was greeted by Gettysburg Battlefield Park Commissioner Lumsford Lomax, famed battlefield guide and author Captain James T. Long, and noted Gettysburg battlefield photographer William H. Tipton. The group was then taken to the Eagle Hotel. The reason for the commission's visit to Gettysburg was to view various locations throughout the battlefield with the intention of selecting a site for the Virginia State Memorial. On the following morning, April 9, 1909, the committee would tour the battlefield accompanied by Lomax and Long and joined by Chairman of the Gettysburg Battlefield Park Commission, John Page Nicholson. The Virginia Commission would review several possible locations for the Virginia Memorial, with a location near Spangler's Woods gaining the most interest. As the Virginia Commission toured the battlefield, in their minds must have been the thought that 44 years earlier to the day, Robert E. Lee's army would surrender to General Grant's army at Appomattox Courthouse. Following their visit over the battlefield, Governor Swanson would hold an impromptu meeting with a reporter of the Gettysburg Times newspaper. Swanson would note that no site for the Virginia Monument had been determined. Swanson also noted the design will be selected at the same time as the site. With this, the Virginia Commission will leave Gettysburg on the afternoon of April 9th and return to Washington, D.C. via the 345 Western Maryland Railroad. The task of reviewing locations for the Gettysburg Virginia Memorial was complete.